hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your host. This is the Bargains by Belle auction. Thank you ever so much for being here today. I am so grateful for your presence. I always say your presence is my present, because time is one of those things that is so precious. We can't make more of it. We never know how much we have, and there are so many choices and options, even in YouTube and even YouTube auctions. So I really appreciate those of y'all who have chosen to come here to my auction tonight. Whether you're just stopping by or you stay a while, and I certainly hope y'all will stay a while. Well, I hope y'all will click the thumbs up. It's a free and easy way that you can support my channel, and it lets YouTube know that you approve of my channel, approve of my content, so that YouTube will share it out. Also, click the share button and share me out to your YouTube community page, to your Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter that they call X. And make sure y'all settle in for a great night. Get comfy, put your feet up, grab a pen and notepad if you want to keep track of what you bid on. But if you ever lose track, I can always send you a copy of your current ongoing invoice so that you can keep up. Let me tell you how this works. So if you've never been here before, go ahead and send me a registration and let me know your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address. That way I know where to send your invoice and where to send the items you win. Then you can bid. The way you bid is in need numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew that you were going to be charged in your invoice. I make my invoices with PayPal, although for payment you have a choice of Zelle. PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there's absolutely no fees, but I also accept PayPal because that's the software by which I make your invoices. And my method of shipping is Pirate Ship, which is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates based on the distance or zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana, which is why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. Also based on the weight of the package and the dimensions of the package. Well, let me scroll up to the top and start saying some hellos. First of all, hello to Melissa McIntosh, who is running my chat, and she's also writing the list. So if y'all need to double check on anything to make sure we saw what you want and the quantity and the type and any special instructions you had upon it, Melissa is the person, I don't know how she manages to type, and then set down her device, pick up her pen and paper and write the list, but somehow she is struggling through, but we are still looking for more mods. I'm also desperately looking for a co-host, which is a great way to promote your YouTube channel or anything else you want to promote. There's Shelby. Hello, Shelby. Chew. Hello, Chew. Good to see you. There's Nancy Smith. We hope you have a blessed week too, and we are blessed that you are here. There's my good friend, Laurie Kutcher. So glad to see you here, sweetheart. Crochet Queen Kathy. Hello. So glad you were here too. If I missed anybody, my sincere apologies. So sorry about that. I know we may have a few people that are lurking. If so, go ahead and come in and say hey. Well, the way we begin this auction and at the top of every hour is a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything starts out at just $1 for choice. And here on the Southern Belle NOLA channel, we have the super low bidding increments of only 10 cents as part of our policy of Southern hospitality. So I say, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And may God bless us all for this auction. Oh, I'm glad your lights are back on, Kathy. Hello, Jedit. Everybody, welcome Jedit just in time to start the $1 round. So let me take you the choices. Okay, in peel off face mask, which is coconut scent. I debated about saving this for the dollar round of the food auction because it is coconut scented, but it's a face mask, not food. So I was so torn. Next, at the dollar round, we have a peel off face mask in avocado. Hi, Santa. Everybody, welcome Miss Santa. She's a first time viewer. Next, this one's a one and done. I have an entire bag of fizzy salts in raspberry sugar. Next to that, I have a true blue lotion. Then I've got a nail polish by Fierce and Fabulous. For the gentleman, I have aftershave. And that's a big 4 ounce, by the way. On the bottom row, I have a handheld massager. I've got soap. A dial soap. Got a double-sided foot rasp. Double-sided. And I also want to show you how this hangs on. It is adjustable. You just put your hand through it and then you rub like this. I have one of these and it is great on shoulders and hips and lower back and those places that you can reach. Although I suppose you could use this with a loved one or a parent. All right, then I've got Pantene. This is for medium thick hair. If you have a hard time remembering to take your vitamins or medications, these are all labeled. Next, here is a nail polish. Now, I want to warn you, this looks black. Lisa M. Adventure made a video of trying this. It's actually purple. Who knew? It just worked together. Again, and rather than having a hole at the bottom, I have under eye masks. These are great for your eyes. I pop these on, then I make breakfast, I get my bath, and I take these off and then put on my makeup. Doing everything else gives these time to work. So by the time I'm ready to put on my makeup, they've done their job. I've got a little crevice cleaner here. This is great for in between the keys of your computer. And last but not least, if the double-sided foot rest was too much for you, this is a double-sided foot file. So those are all of the choices. So I'm looking forward to just $1 to get us started off. And remember, here we have low bidding increments of only 10 cents. So look at all these choices. And then add tonight, we're going to have pillows, hair accessories, hard items, And a leaf or a pumpkin in the chat, and I'll know you want to see autumn or fall. All right, who's going to start us off tonight with dollar bid on this special Belle's Bargain Bonanza round that we have at the start of every auction and at the top of every hour? And y'all let me know what y'all'd like to see tonight. If I can possibly grab it, I will. If not, we will schedule it for Monday. I want to remind everybody not only to click the thumbs up, but make sure you have your calendar set for 2 p.m. tomorrow for my Sunday snack sale. Then on Monday, we'll be back at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Tuesday, we'll be back for our late night auction at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hi, Janice. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. It's funny. On the days when I'm not broadcasting, y'all wouldn't believe how much I miss you, miss you, miss you. Okay, looking for $1 for any of these items. If y'all need to see any of these up close, let me know. If you need to, if you have any questions about them, let me know. I tend not to spend too much time on the $1 items, and that's why I give you so many choices, just to make it quicker and easier. And you can't find $1 items in stores anymore. They go up to $1.25, then they go up to $1.50, $1.75, $2. It's amazing how the prices just keep going up, up, up into stores. I went into the Dollar Tree the other day because I wanted to get a specialty gift bag. And I thought, well, they'll probably have it for a specialty occasion. I couldn't believe that gift bags are up to $2 there now. There is a volume control right above the subscribe button. Also, click the little gear or flower button, and you'll want to choose either 1080 or 720 in order to get the best resolution and the clearest picture and sound. But if I need to turn off my fan, I will. It's just still so hot in New Orleans. Okay, any interest in these $1 items? Lady Braven, hello, hello. So glad to see you. Okay, any questions about these items? Any interest in these items? If not, we will just skip the dollar round and move on to the real stuff. Oh, I'm so glad, Nancy. I went in to get some baking pans that were just like little foil, $1.75. I went in to get some hot dog buns, $1.50. They've just raised everything. But y'all don't have to worry. I'm all around. As long as I'm, selling stuff in the $1 round. Okay, I'm so glad. Thank you for that update, Melissa. Okay, well, last call on these. I'm about to scrape it to the side and get to the actual auction because I think we're all warmed up and ready to go. So, last call on these $1 items. So, once again, we've got the face masks, we've got fizzing salts, lotion bar soap, double-sided foot rasp, shampoo, vitamin or medicine holder, a different nail polish, a wide nail brush, under eye masks, a keyboard crevice cleaner, and a double-sided foot file. Those are all of the $1 choices. Okay, fair warning. I'm about to please and get started with the actual auction. Okay, available on the replay. Or if I somehow missed you, just know Melissa takes such good care of me and y'all. Okay, let's see. Where should we get started? I didn't see any requests, so let me start with some jewelry. I have these beautiful prismatic, I think I have too much light, prismatic butterfly necklaces. And when I say prismatic, it's because you can see different colors in them. We're going to start out at these $8 for choice. So here in this first one, what colors do y'all see? I see lavenders. I see sky blue. I see light pink. At one in the middle, I see magentas, some gold, some greens. At this one on the end, I see some purples, some indigos, some magenta. So if you're a matchy person, these are going to be a godsend because you're going to go with so many outfits because they contain so many colors. And with the prismatic elements, they are going to just spark and shine with all these colors. I only have one of each. With a V-neck in that negative neck, even in a little keyhole. Not so big, it's going to be, statement, but it's going to take up some of that space. Okay, any interest in these? I tell y'all, these are even more beautiful in person. All right, we're going to pass. Be $10. Look how pretty this is. It is a beautiful butterfly with some cute little blue gemstones on it. You have to open it up. Why don't you? There are two. And Melissa, if she can't hear me, go ahead and write this in the chat. There are two volume controls. There's a volume control on YouTube, and every device also has a volume control. So if she's on a phone, she can both turn up the volume of the phone and the volume of YouTube. Or if she's on a computer, both turn up the entire computer volume plus the YouTube volume. She might just be looking at one volume rather than both. Okay, but this has a secret. The secret is it's actually a locket. You separate it here, and Look now, I love you. So, the traditional lockets were hearts and it opened on one side. I love that this one opens in the center. So this way, anytime the recipient is feeling alone, they will see this cute "I love you" message inside. And I also want to show you it has a lobster claw clasp and a long extension. And she can also turn on closed captions if she's having a hard time hearing. Hi, Patty. I'm so glad to see you. So, Patty, I was just showing this really innovative form of a locket. Instead of opening on the side, it opens in the middle. So it separates this way and opens. How cool is that? And then the message inside says, "I love you." All right, looking for $10 starting bid for this one. I hope Sienna can figure it out. I hate for Sienna to miss out. She's a local lady I met in real life, so I want to make sure she can watch me. It's kind of the whole story of how I met Laurie. Laurie's a local lady and started also watching me on YouTube. Yes, very different. Okay, last call on this. Well, if y'all aren't interested in jewelry, I can show something else. Okay, let's see if we have anybody interested in stamps or stencils or crafts. So, what you apparently do, oh, we're going to start this at $3, Melissa, is you lay this down and then you can paint it or stamp it or uh, use craft stuff on it, and it will enliven the silhouette of this on your intended target. So, whether it's on a piece of wood, on a tray, a bench, a seat, a canvas, a notebook, whatever you want to put it on, and if there are parts that you don't want to use, then you don't have to. For instance, it says "Welcome to our farmhouse," but if you don't need to welcome anybody, then just not use this part. Just use the cute little animals and the word farmhouse. Or maybe you just want to use the cute little animals. Maybe you just want to use the word farmhouse. So you don't necessarily have to use the whole thing. Even if you don't like the animals, you could leave the middle part blank and paint some flowers on it. Or swap out the animals. Oh, Patty, I know you don't know me very well, but I am craft impaired. I am craft indifferent, craft challenge. Um, you know, here's the reality. Not everybody is talented in everything, and not everybody is interested in everything. And my late mother loved crafts. I don't. Oh, but I'm not putting down crafts because I have craft stuff to sell. And for some people, crafts are great. I'm just not a person who's interested in crafts. So therefore, I don't know all the technical terms. I don't pretend to know all the technical terms. I feel like the people who might be interested in buying this stuff probably knows what it is and how to use it. So usually it doesn't take too much selling. but my apologies for not having all of the right terms. Hopefully, I'll make up for it in other things where I do know a little something about it. Oh, you can tease me all you want. You know, there are so many posers who make it seem like they know everything about everything, and I'm just me. I don't pretend to know squat. So you go ahead and tease me because down south, we only tease the people we like. So if you're teasing me, I feel like you must like me. So I take that as a great sign. So you just tease away and we'll have a funny banter. All right. Now, anybody interested in this stencil? And I'm also blessed to have Melissa that when I don't know the right words, she will fill in with the right words because I give her that latitude. With Jane on Monday nights, she has the words and the terms and the terminology that I don't have. So I'm really blessed to surround myself with people who are smart and savvy in areas where I'm not. All right, last call on this one. Okay. $3 for this cute little sign. It's a big block of wood and it says loads of love. How sweet is that? So I think this would, oops, too big to set up there. Let me set it up here. I think it'd be so sweet on a desk, on a bookcase, anniversary gift, a just because gift, even a like mom to daughter type gift. So we're going to look for $3 on this one. Now, I'm not a truck person, mostly because I feel like they're kind of gas guzzling. But if ever I was going to drive a truck, it would be this kind of pink and red truck. Oh, for those of y'all who just wonder, what does a Southern Belle drive to do all this retail arbitrage? Because she's constantly going to stores, checking the clearance aisles and end caps for us. Well, I drive a Prius. Her name is Prissy the Prius, in fact, because she is gas sipping and good for the environment. So my little Prissy does okay. Maybe I need more light so y'all can see just how gorgeous this is. Okay, we're glad you made it home, Shelby. But you should let your parents and grandparents know first, though, honey. Always family first. Okay, any interest in this cute little sun? All right, we're going to pass then. We're going to go down to $2 and let's look at some signs for autumn. Let me see what I've got here. This one says pumpkin spice gives me life. This one says hello pumpkin. And oh look, it was $5. Put these up here. Let's see what else we've got. This one says hello autumn. Adjust my camera. Let's see. Oh, here's a cute one for those of y'all who love your beverages. This one says hello fall. It's got a cute little tie on it and it has a kickstand. How cute. Okay. These are all made of wood. Okay, any interest in and y'all can let me know what you'd like to see tonight. Otherwise, I'll keep guessing. Okay, any interest in the signs? After all, even your desk at work to change around for the seasons. And you'd rather be the first person to change it than the last person. Okay, last call on these. And for those watching the replay, I do have 2 of the pumpkin latte one. Okay, let's see what we should show next. Okay, how about some pillows? Let me start with the best and most fabulous one first. This one has a beautiful leaf. The leaf is in a gold. And then it says, in all things, give thanks. Patty! Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Crafters,
So let's dance, let's sing, let's shout to the rhythm of life, day and night. Let's say, little toe, let's roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll.
I see the Wheel of Death. Are y'all seeing the super chat song? Sweet Haley's super chat song? Can y'all hear me?
Times roll, let the good times roll.
Okay, I tried to play the super chat song and I'm not sure if it actually played or not. You can hear me. All right. Not sure why it didn't play.
So let's dance, let's sing, let's shout to the rhythm of life, day and night. Let's say, little toe, let's roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude,
well, I apologize. I tried
let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll.
So just let me say in words, thank you for that super chat. Patty, I appreciate it so much. And hey, if you crafters want to unite here, then it did play. Okay, thank you so much. I couldn't figure out if it played or not. Okay. Also, it looked like we had a few people come in. Let's see. Who did I miss? Oh, Melinda and Zane. Well, I think Zane is at camp this week again. So it may just be Melinda, but just Melinda is plenty. We are so glad to have you. Okay, so back to this big giant pillow that says, "In all things, give thanks." This pillow is 18 by 18. It's what's called a European pillow. It is square. And if y'all have seen me sell the pillow covers, it's for this size pillow. So if you've seen me sell the pillow covers and it's like, I want one of those, but I don't have that correct size pillow. Well, here's a pillow, and I'm glad to sell you shams for every single season to swap. It is new. Here's all the instructions about how to cut it open. Once again, I guess they think you don't know how to cut it open, and because it's in package, it's not as fluffy as it will be. Apparently, when you cut open, it gets fluffier, but it's nice that they give you unpacking instructions. Okay, I'm going to start this at 10. At 10, because it is new. It is sealed. And it has this fabulous goldness in it. And I just really love what it says. I know some people will say, oh, in all things give thanks. That's just for Thanksgiving. But actually, it goes back to a Bible verse. So I personally have one that I save like this that I use all year long. And for anybody who says, well, I couldn't just have one, I need one for each side of the bed, or each end of the sofa, or each recliner, I still have 2 left, both of which are new, both of which are sealed. So looking for $10. And if you're looking for children's pillows, I am going to have some children's pillows after. I realize this one is way too big for a child. It's for an adult decoration. Patty, I love your truly. I have been giving myself, I'm teasing myself this channel. You me, I am harder on myself about crafts than anyone else. And down in Bayou, we don't have the greatest service. I've been working to grade. I've graded from AT&T Air, and they tell me in about 3 months they're going to have the new phone. Just like when they're redoing a road, it gets worse before it gets better. It's the same way with internet. It tends to get better. But you are all welcome here, Miss Patty. Absolutely. We love you. Everybody is welcome here. All right. Any interest on this fabulous pillow? I just love the gold leaf. Pun intended. Now, crafting term, leaf, it just has to have a material on it, upscale, new and sealed. Are going to let me show you different pillows. I'm going to start this one at $7. Once again, this one is new and sealed, and it's a beautiful charcoal gray color. But let me show tell you what I like about it is the side portion is very full. So if you're ever a person that feels like you hold your then or just so the that can do that. Oh, I can turn my fan off. I can't go out and come back in because I don't have clothes. If I think that then I can off and just sweat while I do that. Welcome to Angie. Okay, so let's see, where was I before this? Not used to so many complaints. So is that the size perfect enough to keep I'm just me, and all I can do is my best, and I really my best, but if that's not good enough, then I actually understand. Okay, so looking for 7 helps. Start here. So I love that it has these areas that will fold. Pass on this one then. Okay, next I have some children's pillows. These are actually $10. These are going to be $5 for choice. So these are Marvel brand with they were originally I'm going to these at okay. The next one is also a kid's pillow. This one's called a kid's school pillow. And it's all about skateboarding. Also, this travel. Sit. I found it online. I'm still here. I'm getting